I'm going to assume that you have never caught a bass before. Shame on you, but we're going to work on that a little bit. I'm going to assume that you have very little experience at catching bass, maybe none at all. Well, we've got a dozen steps here that are pointed toward you catching that one fish. And you're going to have to, all through the 12 steps, you're going to have to be patient, work pretty darn hard at each one of them. And trust me when I say stay with this now. Don't get out of line and try to do something crazy. Just stay right in these 12 and you're going to catch that one fish. Now, we got a lot of equipment here. And obviously equipment and technique is, well, that's it. That's what it takes. But before we even get to that, I'd like to tell you about this little guy. You have to know about him. And matter of fact, right off the bat, let me tell you that there are 3 subspecies of a bass. The largemouth, that's the one we're after the majority of the time. The spotted Kentucky bass normally doesn't get as big as the largemouth, a lot of fun to catch. And the brown bass, the smallmouth bass, I think he's the toughest of the 3. Now, it seems funny to say this right off the bat, but this bass is not very smart. He virtually has no brain, but boy, his instincts are just really off the chart. As a matter of fact, if you just take his eyes are not like your eyes. My eyes are right up here, and we see everything that's out here in front of us. His eyes are on the side of his body, and he's able to see all the way around to his tail, I guess. Same thing on this side. So he is really hard to slip up on. And he has a lateral line that goes down his side. Matter of fact, most freshwater fish have a lateral line. And it's not the coloring of their body. If you look really close, it actually looks like somebody took a needle and some black thread and just sewed a little line right down their side. Well, this is his antenna. He knows what the water temperature is. You know, if it fluctuates a percentage of a degree, that's a big deal for a fish, and he knows that. He knows if it's going to rain on Thursday before the weatherman on television does. He really is tuned in on weather changes and the barometric pressure. And most importantly, he will know if there's a school of fish way over in the corner of the pond, he'll know that school of fish is there. And if one of them just flicks and makes a little bit of ruckus and is kind of out of place, he knows that, and he's going to get over. Hey, and I tell you what, talking about his instincts what gets him in trouble a lot of the time. His number one instinct is to survive. And in order to do that, he has to go hide. He has to hide in a brush pile, a group of big rocks, a log around a bend there, hide behind that. And that's where he feels safe, but the problem there, it points out where he's living at, and the fishermen know where to go. That's where you need to learn what kind of habitat is in your piece of water and where these fish might be. His other real instinct is to ambush his food. He's going to ambush a crawdad or a minnow. He's going to be hid in that brush pile, and a school of shad comes by, or one shad comes by, or one bait fish, and he's going to jump on it. Well, that one fish might be a crawdad colored crankbait, and that will get him in trouble. And his third real powerful instinct is to reproduce. And so that means for 1 month out of the year, he's even more territorial than he normally is, and anything comes in his area, he's going to get after it. Well, that gets him in trouble as well. So that's a little bit about the bass. That's what we have to figure out. Again, I want to say, please be patient with me all through this process here, and we're going to catch one bass. I've got a trick up my sleeve here. My thought is that if you catch one bass, you can't stand it. You have to catch more. So I'm after that first one.